Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer and this. So, I decided on my channel that since 93 is in the name, I'm going to do the milestones or milestones? Yeah, that's what they're called. At 93. I'll probably do another one at like 493 and like 993. Instead of like the even 100, 500. So anyway, this is going to be the 93rd review. This is the first beer that I had that got me into craft beer, so I figured it'd be good to revisit it. Also, I haven't had it in a really long time, so I don't even know. I started drinking beer when I was 22, which means that was like 12 years ago. So yeah. So this is Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. It's 5.3% alcohol by volume, 23 IBUs. Wheat ale brewed with real cherries with honey and natural flavors added. Oh, there's honey in it. I did not know that. Cherry wheat, brewed with Michigan cherries. The combination of cherries from the Great Lakes and a touch of honey balances the red fruit character with a slight sweetness. Adding wheat creates a smooth, light-bodied beer, a delicious treat for any occasion. Best by May 2021. All right. And it's February, so plenty of time. So yeah. I don't drink a whole lot of Sam Adams anymore. I don't until like recently when I've just been like drinking like cheap beer or whatever. Katie and I get like Miller High Life or whatever. Can I fit? I don't want to. I poured too much. I was gonna go for all of it, and then I backed out. So, anyway. So, yeah. I'm getting, like, that honey cherry thing. A honey cherry thing from here. Yeah. Looks like, it's yellow. It's a dark yellow. There's a slight haze to it. About a finger of white head. And yeah, it looks nice. But yeah, don't really drink like cheaper, more mass-produced things, usually. Yeah, so it smells like cherries. It smells like super, like not quite maraschino cherries, but but almost there. Just it's like that, except not as sweet. And it's more of like because I wouldn't consider those like raw cherries. It's more of like a raw cherry with that like sweetness a little bit. I'm not really getting any honey. I think what I was smelling from a distance is that cherry thing, and it was because I wasn't smelling it directly, it was coming off a little honey like, but yeah. There's a little bit of I wouldn't call it wheat or anything like that, but there is a little bit of a malt thing in there. slightly. Yeah. Let's see what it tastes like. The suspense is killing me. Cheers. I don't really like this. It's not quite what I remember it being. I should also say that I didn't really drink this for too long, because I basically drank this and Blue Moon for like a short period of time before I quickly got into like the imports like Guinness and stuff like that. And much preferred those, because I've never really been like I was never really into like sweets and stuff. So when I found something that was like this was a good introduction, but I much preferred the less sweet, or like yeah, I guess less sweet. I mean, beer is sweet. Pretty much all beer is sweet to some extent. Yeah. I mean, it's been I don't even know if I've had it since then, so I might not have had, let me just change the way I'm saying. I might not have had this for 12 years, 11 years, whatever. So, I mean, I'm sure it's changed a little bit. Also, I don't remember if I was drinking it out of the bottle most of the time, or if I was drinking it out of the... Because I don't think I was drinking it on draft a whole lot. Because I know the one place I used to hang out at, the draft lines were like kind of gross. They didn't clean them enough. Because I know I've had a couple beers there before on draft that definitely made me sick. Not like throwing up sick, but definitely not feeling well. So, but also, I don't know if they tweak the recipe at all, or just ingredients change over time just because availability of things and whatever, climate change. So some things, maybe they changed the cherries that they use. I don't remember there being honey in this, though. There is a little bit of a dryness, but I think it might be from the wheat. It's not really a dryness, more of like a kind of giving me wood vibes. So it might be the wheat. And maybe there's a little bit of honey in there, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I just realized that I haven't really explained what it tastes like. The cherry thing is nice. It's not as big as it is in the aroma. It's definitely a wheat beer. Definitely tastes like a wheat beer. Definitely getting wheat vibes from it. I'm just not sure where that like dry woody thing is coming from. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I was kind of expecting this to be like overly sweet, but it's not. It's not overly sweet, but. And for some reason, I always thought this was like sub 5%. But that's just me not remembering things correctly. Yeah. So this was fun. Haven't had this in a while. Oh. It's cool to revisit it. And I'm chugging it. So. Yeah. It's good to... I'm going to go grab another one, actually. I bought a 6-pack of this today on my way back from going shopping. I'm going to go grab another one, and I'm going to talk a little bit longer. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, so it's... I wouldn't say it's important to revisit some of these, some like old beers that you haven't had in a while. I mean, for someone like me who started a YouTube channel to talk about beer, maybe it is important. So if you're thinking about starting a channel or any sort of thing, an Instagram account or whatever, to talk about beer, it'd probably be a good idea to revisit some beers. I know I'm terrible unless it's like super recent or like a super impactful beer. Like, I don't remember how certain beers taste or whatever. So I have a real problem. Like, if I haven't had a beer in a while and I'm just like, and then if I haven't had I zoned out a little bit there. If I hadn't had a beer in a while and I revisit it, especially with IPAs and stuff, like, they all taste the same mostly. But this one actually has a significance in my history. So I do remember, because I remember liking it, and I remember being like, oh, I didn't know beer could be this good, or whatever. And it may not really be my cup of tea now, but it's decent. It's not terrible. It's a little sweeter than I like my beers these days, but it's not the worst thing. Even with Sam Adams, there are beers that they make that I would probably prefer over this now. But yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say about it. I feel like as soon as I turn this off, I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot to say the one thing that I really wanted to say, because that happens all of the time. I should start a Patreon for all the things that I forget to say that I just pop the camera back on and be like, oh yeah, I forgot to say this. If you'd be interested in that, definitely comment down below if you'd be down to. I don't even know anything about Patreon. It's like you can pay a monthly thing or something. I have no idea. Well, whatever. Yeah. Oh. I don't know how I used to drink these. Or I don't know how I used to drink multiples of these. Because this one is getting a little, what's the word? Tedious? Maybe? Kind of reminds me of like how I feel about IPAs. They get a little like heavy for me. Yeah. This was fun. It was exciting. I haven't bought a Sam Adams beer in a while. So it was fun to the cherry in the aroma is actually kind of nice. I don't know if I said that. I know I described it, but how it comes off is kind of nice. But yeah, definitely more wheat beer in the taste. And like I said, I don't know if any of that honey is coming through. Maybe a little bit. It might be mixed in there somewhere, but I can't specifically pull it out. Savor their flavor responsibly. I'm a little disappointed. Let me end it with this. I'm a little disappointed because, like I said, this is the first beer I had when I started drinking beer, like as like a thing. Like obviously before I had this, I had a beer, whatever, and I was like, oh, this is fine, but whatever. But before that, I never really drank. And yeah, so it's a little disappointing because, like, you know, it's kind of like when you meet your heroes and they're not anything like you thought they'd be. Kind of like that, or you revisit a place that you've been to before, and it just doesn't quite live up to the memory that you have of it. Yeah. There's also a little bit of like an artificial thing in there. I think it just like there's just like this little tinge of like this might not be because it says natural flavors on here, so I think there's just something in there that's coming off just a little. I don't know what the natural flavors are. So but yeah. Yeah. Well, not quite what I was expecting, but this was fun nonetheless. So yeah. 93 reviews in the books. I honestly never thought that I would even make it this far, because there have been like 2 or 3 times in the last, like, since I started this channel where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna quit drinking, just cause. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me on Instagram. If you aren't, you should. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the views. Thank you for everything. And I would like to wholeheartedly say that I hope you're staying safe, and that I hope you're well. And I hope you are taking care of yourself, first and foremost. Absolutely, that is the most important thing. Because if you are sharing a space with someone, you need to be taking care of yourself, because you cannot take care of other people if you are not taking care of yourself. And I hope that if you are sharing a space with other people, that you are all taking care of yourselves and each other, or as needed. Some people have to take care of their parents. Some people have to take care of their spouses or partners. And yeah, you can like this video if you would like to. You can subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber, spelled out 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.